Hi everyone. I think you guys can hear me. Yep, you guys can hear me now. There's Edna Casey, the first ones. Yep, Edna Casey's first ones. There's Miss. There's Michael Price. Yep, there you guys come in. There's Tammy. What did you guys think of my funny video last night? That was pretty funny, wasn't it? I was trying to make people laugh on here. I'm gonna start doing some of them funny videos. I think it's funny. See if anybody else coming in. Yep, I'm gonna see if everybody who else is coming in.
Casey said it was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I said, heck, I need to start doing funny videos because it gets a lot of viewership that way. Yeah, my chat's running slow tonight.
Tammy said it was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, Tammy. I'm gonna start doing funny videos like that. Yeah, did you guys see anything going on today? I did. The only thing I got done today, I got the chickens fed, got Jasper fed, got them all new water, went and took care of the cows, got them fed. Time I done that, I packed some groceries in the house and went and worked on that in this van. I got it going back together now. It's going together faster than it came apart. Man, chat just completely stopped. It froze. Yes, I'm playing with the buttons on here.
Button. You opened up.
Hey, if you guys got my mic scripts, you need to gotta find them. Blue pair. I gotta pause this. The dog's barking. We'll unpause it now. The dogs went out. Don't look like there's gonna be very many people in the drawing this week. They must don't like pizza or yeah, I think there's only like 14 or 16 this week.
Wow.
Edna says it's even less now. She said she thinks it's 12. But yeah, it seems like it's getting less. I said, heck, I've been making sure I got everything sent out. Casey says he can use pizza. Me too, Casey. I like pizza. I seen something nice on the Target store too. But hadn't a saying it's cold here. We're supposed to get a bad storm this week.
Tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow, supposed to raid and turn. I think it's supposed to raid, turned thunderstorm, did switch over to snow. I don't know.
Yeah, there's time.
Hi, Tom. I was wondering where you was at, buddy. I was trying to do that video, give you guys something to laugh about last night. Hope everybody's doing well. And appreciate all you new subscribers coming over and watching. Yeah, I've been trying to do a little bit different to get a different audience and instead of like everybody else, get the same people. A lot of these shows you watch, it's all the same people. I said, heck with that. I'm going to try to get a different audience. I figure try to switch it up, not have the same people as everybody else has. But no, there's a lot of, and it's like last night, Sermon Files came over. I forgot to thank him for helping Alicia. He sent her like a diamond art set, and I meant to thank him because I seen it at the end on the last of the chat, but he was already gone. If I see him tonight, I'll thank him for sending that.
Tom said, Larry, you need to pick the guitar and sing a bit.
Yeah, I could do that, but I ain't that good. But I will be. Give me a year. Give me a year. Let me play with it for a while. Then we might have to change just time and Larry P's Bar and Grill. We'll have to set the guitar up in the grill outside and start cooking out. But I'll have to have a singer.
Miz will sing.
Miz is going to sing. Well, she sends all them little dancing people.
People like to be entertained, Larry.
I know they like to be entertained. That's why I said just need to do all different things. So if you do all different things, that'll bring a better group together. You know, don't get the same people all these other shows has. I ain't saying, I'm just saying switch it up. You know, everybody's doing the same thing, do something different. But no, Miz and I said, go do a funny video, give them something to laugh about. And I was like, oh, that sounds easy enough. So I went down there and did that video last night. Yeah, everybody needs laughter in their life. Takes all the stress away. I'd like to watch when you come to get.
Maybe have the lawn dwarfs singing in a few bars.
When you coming to get your barking rooster? But no, it's all going good. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on, but I ain't watched any of it today.
Drop the link for time.
Okay. Hold on, Tom.
I'm trying to get him to go up there.
Oh,
I would if I could. I would. I don't want to run anyone off.
oh, you ain't gonna run anybody off.
No.
Oh. Okay, guys, I'm back. I don't know what happened. It freaking, I don't know if I started over or what it did.
No, what you mean sure? No way.
What happened? This thing's making me so mad. Did we crash the whole thing or not? Edna, what's going on with this thing? Is it still up? No, on yours. Am I still on there?
Yeah.
There's the link. Yeah, I didn't know what happened. I thought I had to start over. I'll go back to the back room and look. But now I want everybody to know they're welcome here.
Tell Tom you don't have to turn his camera on.
Yeah, Don, you don't have to turn your camera on. You know, you've probably got some interesting things to talk about.
What?
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's still there. I don't know what the deal is with it. It wouldn't drop at all.
No, go to that E3 flag.
That's the first thing I thought.
Freedom option.
Hi, Freedom Pop.
Yeah. Email
I
people.
dropped the link again. Maybe it's going to work now. Freedom Pop, you're welcome to come up. Anybody's welcome to come up. You know, I think we're doing a good thing with the community, you know, with giving the cards away. You know, at first I thought, well, nobody's going to come in the second night, but maybe next week will be better, you know, with what cards we got left. But I wanted to stay to the same rules that we did because it worked out really well. But no, on Friday we'll draw the next name out of the little container, and they got the choice for the Pizza Hut card, Bath and Body, and Target. And they're $25 on each one of the cards. And then when we get done, we still got USB lights. We still got a purple one here. And we got a blue one left. But yeah, if we can just find some way, you ain't getting much, but at least you're getting something, for coming over here.
I'm just saying if I wish that on Larry.
I'm gonna freaking take one of those roosters and send it to Blackwatch.
What if I get Larry more?
Give me a mullet? Yeah. I was thinking about putting a wig on. That would work good, and then I can have a mullet. I don't know. I just want to do something different with the channel because I watch a lot of people, and they just have the same thing. They don't do any shorts or lives or anything, or they don't do regular videos. And I said, heck, everybody's got the same people. And I said, they got all these subscribers and they're all the same people. So at least try to get, I don't got that many subscribers, but I'd rather have different people on mine. Hope you guys didn't run time off. Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, he don't need to come up here if he don't want to come up here.
Did you get your van fixed yet?
No, we're getting it put back together. I got all the parts in, and then I went yesterday, got some gaskets, some O-rings.
I'm here, Larry. I'm just listening time.
But well, I'm glad you're still here, Time. But anyway, I got that main part, and then I got two broken bolts to get out of the motor block. There's Irvin. Irvin, I'm trying not to mess things up.
You can go up, scroll up and get the link.
Yeah, he got it. It's just I got to get him on the panel. There he is. Hi, Irvin.
Hello, Larry. How you doing?
Pretty good. No, I've had a pretty good day.
Good. How's Edna doing?
She's doing okay. She's just hoping to get that van put back together, but it's going good. We're making good headway on it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, we got the whole bottom end put back together, got the oil pump back in, got the oil pan all cleaned up, new seal on it. Got a new oil pump in the motor. Well, I said, well, we just might as well do the whole job while we're doing it.
Sorry about you.
Well, yeah, do the whole thing. That way it's done.
Yeah. Don't just fix it because it has one broken piece. I said, we'll just do everything that we can from the bottom all the way up the side. But it's going good. I know the cows, I fed them 9 bales of hay the other day. They ate every bale. Plus, it's been raining every day. They've been eating about maybe 3 bales a day.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Hello,
the field's so muddy. It's got, you drive, I got it in 4-wheel drive, but the tractor, it still sinks. It sinks anywhere from 6 to a foot some places.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, you got to stay on the same spot or you'll have the whole dang field tore up.
Right.
Hello, I think that's the worst thing about feeding cows in the winter out in the field. I got certain spots that I feed in the wintertime because then after it dries out, I'll bring a box blade in and I'll grade it all back out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
But so how's your day going?
Oh, it's going all right. I did my laundry today and went for a walk in the rain and had lunch.
Yeah, I just had leftovers tonight.
We had sausage gravy and biscuits.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I love sausage gravy and biscuits.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds real good. You know, I like breakfast and even in lunchtime or dinner time.
Oh yeah, you can eat breakfast anytime.
Uh, Around here, there's only like 2 or 3 restaurants you can get breakfast through the day, like in the afternoon or whatever.
Well, yeah, because that's in a restaurant. That's hard to do. To be able to cook breakfast and a dinner thing, that's hard to do sometimes.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them's got these griddle things they cook on. They got to clean it all off when they switch from breakfast to dinner.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I've used them. I've used them.
Yeah. It's just like when Edna was a cook at a restaurant, she said it's usually a mess the time they go from breakfast and then go to dinner because you cook sausage all morning and eggs and you got to clean everything up and then switch over.
Right, right. Oh, calling for thunderstorms tomorrow. Freedom Pop says.
Yeah, they're saying it's going to get bad here.
Wow.
It's like they was saying wind's going to be blowing real hard, and then it's going to be rain and thunderstorms switching over to snow. It's just hard to tell what it'll do.
Yeah, you better watch it. I see Edna standing behind you with that iron skillet. You swearing that using them swear words again.
Well, she probably wouldn't care just long as I'm out there in the garage tomorrow.
Yeah.
She said she goes, I hope you get everything done so you can get started on that band. Well, I came back and got started on that band. I'll have it together maybe tomorrow, next day.
Well, that's good. Just in time for the snow, huh?
Well, the thing is, the time I get the motor done, then I got to start on the front of it because when it blew that belt, it cracked the radiator too, and I got to pull the whole radiator out and switch it too. So, but it won't take very long.
Yeah, I got a call about my van this week. I should have done that today. I think today's the last day they're in. Yeah,
You
today's
know,
their last day.
I like how my full size, my big van's set up, but Edna don't like driving it because it's too big because it's a high topper.
Yeah.
And you got a thing on the back you can pull a wire out and you can plug it into any outlet. It's 110 and you can plug in your lamp or your TV or whatever, and it makes it nice.
Yeah, mine has it doesn't have a wire on it. It has a plug on the outside you plug it into, and then you go on the opposite side on the inside, it has a plug coming in.
Yeah, that makes it nice.
So you have so you're saying a high top, or you have an extended top on yours also where you can stand up inside?
Yeah.
Does it have cupboards in it?
Does it have? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah, but mine's a Chevy.
Well, can't fault you for that.
No, I'm just saying it's the same thing, but mine's a Chevy.
Yeah.
And then it's got TV, VCR, a couple video game things in the top of it. It's a pretty nice van. I think there's 93,000 on it.
Oh, okay. Well, you got a luxury van then. Mine just has cupboards in it. And a sunroof. A sunroof I can't get open.
But no, Edna don't like it because it's just too big and bulky, and she can't stand the wind hitting the side of it.
Well, yeah, if it's blowing hard, that is kind of hard on them. Keeping them on the road.
Yeah, it just knocks it left to right. Seemed like a good bit, but her dad's got one, and he went clear to California. It's the exact same kind of van as mine, and he went out to see the squally trees and different things out there. And he said that van ran out there and back. He said like nobody's business. He said it.
Well, that's why I'm trying to get all the work done to mine before I leave.
I put it back when I checked it for that.
And I got to figure out the top's leaking. It's leaking in the back corner on the driver's side, where the top comes together with the body for some reason.
It might be a light or something out there.
Okay.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie. No, it's where the two come together. I tried to put some I can't even think of the name of it now. But
Silflex?
Yeah, silicone. I tried to put some silicone in there, and I did it really good and everything. Well, it leaked like I didn't do nothing to it. So I went and got that clay. I went and got that clay stuff like you put around the window before to seal it.
Yeah.
And I put that up there, and I got it down to hardly anything.
Yeah, that like clay stuff you use for around the electrical boxes and stuff.
Right. And in the old days, you put it around the camper windows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that stuff works really good.
Yeah, I want to get that sealed though. I want to get that. I might have to take it into a body shop and have them pop the whole top off and reseal the whole thing.
See, my top's solid. It don't come off.
Oh no, mine has a fiberglass top to it.
Well, mine's fiberglass, but I don't think it comes off.
Well, yeah, because the van's metal. Do you have a metal strip? Do you have a metal? Do you have a metal strip going around it?
There might be. I don't know. I ain't really looked.
Yeah, if it's one like I'll send when we get off tonight. I'll send you a picture of it. I think I got pictures of it in my phone.
Yeah. No. No. They like Dad was telling me. He said, "See, that's all I used to drive to work is one of those old vans that, I never had to work on it." It seemed like.
Go ahead.
But the one that I drove to work was a '93, and it only had it didn't have a V8. It was a 4.3 V6, and it's not as big as the other one. It's short. It's real short and stocky, but it's a full size van, and it's not a high topper. I really like that van.
Yeah. Freedom Pop said that is so short she can stand up in a punch bug.
Yeah. She can stand up. She could stand up in a freaking probably like a little Escort or something.
Yeah. Better watch it. I see that iron skillet waving behind you.
Well, she went outside.
Oh, okay. You're lucky.
Yeah, she went outside.
Is that where she keeps her bigger iron skillet at?
Oh my God! Her mom would take a wood stove poker to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
She was smaller. She was smaller than Edna.
Wow.
Yeah, and her black Indian hair went clear down to her legs almost. Yeah, she was real short.
Yeah. Oh, just to let everybody know, what Larry was talking about last night was not an earthquake detector. It's a toy for children.
Yeah, they was just wondering what that was. I was like, I don't know if it, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that toy that used to be around. Like I told you last night, the one with like the little wheels and gears, and you put one inside the other and ran your pen around. That's basically what it does, but it does it with gravity.
Oh, well, I like to see it working.
Oh, it was pretty neat. I should have took a he took it down yesterday because he's taking it to the school for the art teacher to show the kids.
Yeah, it's the first time I ever seen one.
Yeah, I've never even seen one like that or heard of it or anything, but it was neat. He made it. Him and the people he stays with helped him. Like I said, he's 85, 86 years old, and so he can't use saws or anything. So he drew out what he needed cut, and the guy that he property he stays on cut it out for him and everything, and helped him put it together.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. Only thing I could tell it was a pole coming off the wall, and then it had, I don't know, it had a wooden pole going this way and one going up this way, and then it had a piece of paper and a crown on this side, and a chain and a counterweight. And I was like, I don't know what that thing does. I don't know. Maybe I can.
Go ahead.
Maybe, like I said, if we can get the directions and stuff and a video, maybe we can show some of the people that comes on here what it does. It's just something different.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. Next week when I'm one of the days I don't work next week, I'll sit down with him and go over the pieces. You know what the name is, because he drew it out for me. I asked him for a parts list, so he just drew it out, but he didn't write down what nothing was.
Yeah, you might have to sit there with him and ask him, well, what's this part do, or what's this do? How long does this got to be?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to ask him.
Yeah, you might have to sit there with him so you can get more of an idea what each piece is, so you know what job each piece has.
Yeah, in the summertime, he goes outside and blows balloons. He has like a kit you can buy, and you can make up to a gallon of bubble stuff. But you can make huge balloons. You can make small balloons, not balloons, bubbles. Make bubbles that go through the air and stuff. Oh, man. When the kids see that, they go crazy over that.
Yeah, there was a festival we go to, and the guy, he comes up and he does that with the bubbles and stuff and blows bubbles. And there's another guy with him. I don't know if it's his friend or relation, and he has nothing but a 25 or 18-foot trailer, and it's nothing but little kids' toys that they can ride and sandboxes. And he'll set that whole ground up with all those toys and just let them kids just play with it.
Yeah.
While they're there. And then they got somebody making balloons and blowing bubbles, and them kids have fun just sitting there in that park just playing with all them toys.
Well, he does all that. He does the bubbles. He makes He does balloon things. He does face painting. That's what he used to do. He used to travel around to the fairs and do all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what this guy did too.
There's Don Ritchie. Hello, calling Don Ritchie.
Yeah, there's Don Ritchie.
Line 17.
Edna said line 17 for Don Ritchie.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, Don, did you hear about that new treaty our president signed on January 10th with Mexico and Canada? You know anything about that?
Doesn't matter what he's on.
He probably don't know now.
Yeah. I started pushing this morning. I was awake at early this morning between 1 and 4, and a guy come on and said there was another power station attacked out in South Carolina. But I haven't seen it nowhere else. Nobody else is talking about it.
Was that the one in Ukraine?
No, this was in South Carolina. It was 20 miles away from where the other ones were attacked the other week. Somebody was shooting at it.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. Yeah, I didn't hear about it. You know, there's people on here from there. I ain't heard them talking about it.
Yeah, they said it didn't hardly do any damage, but it set an alarm off. They were shooting at it, and it set some alarm off. And that's the only thing I've seen about it. Just that he was a prepper guy, and that's the only thing I've seen about it.
I like watching that off-grid guy. I can't think of his name, but he was on earlier. And but anyway, me and Miss Bloom, she goes, "Did you watch the off-grid guy?" And I said, "Well, I let him play, and I heard a little bit, but they was talking about chicken eggs." He said that the auction place, he said they're getting $8 a dozen there, and I told Miss Bloomin when I was at Walmart yesterday, the brown eggs was $9.99.
Yeah, the one lady I talked to down at the senior center said she paid $7.99 for regular white eggs.
Huh.
At the little store in town here. Her daughter was down at Walmart, and she paid $9.99 for a dozen and a half of eggs. Hello, Susie.
But no, that's what me and Miss was talking. She goes, "Larry, what's people going to do?" I was like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
You know, because you use eggs for everything, and then when you got like these people that makes little Debbie cakes and you know these different factories, they're going to need them eggs to make different products, and they're going to be having to buy them up. So, but when you want eggs, you ain't going to be able to get them.
Tammy said South Carolina have birthday.
Oh, there you go, Urban.
South
See what
Carolina.
Tammy said? See what Tammy said?
Yeah, Dutch Sense was talking about that. Oklahoma's supposed to be getting some too. Somewhere, I'm not quite sure where Miss Blue Moon's from, but somewhere in Oklahoma, they're going down around the bottom of the United States and up through. There was a 7-point something last night over in between Indonesia, the Philippines, and Papua New Guinea. There was one out in the ocean that was 34 miles deep last night. Matter of fact, that was early this morning when I was up. I saw that. They're getting a lot more of them.
Do you think that's because they're fracking the ground in all these states, Urban?
Well, there's a lot going around. They're getting very small ones around the fracking sites. Like 1.2, 1.2s, 2.0s and stuff. Dutch Sense shows a lot of them, and he zeroes in, and shows you, well, this is a fracking site. But the bigger ones, no, they're along the faults and stuff. I think that's due to the sun, all this cosmic stuff coming into the earth.
No, why I was wondering, because, like, we, in about maybe 20 or 30 mile radius, a circle, they've worked on about maybe 20 some different wells, and they're fracking the ground open here, and they're splitting the earth. Like after they get drilled down there, then they send that water and sand down there and press it and spreads the ground open from fracking it. And that's what I said. All them frack lines is breaking rocks and stuff. Is that why you? And then the gas comes out because it's under pressure. Do you think that's why earthquakes are, letting the gases out?
Not the big ones, not the big ones, because they do that in upper state Pennsylvania, and there's hasn't been no earthquakes up there. If you go over to Dutch Sense, he shows you a map of the United States, how it comes down through like California, and then it goes over to Nevada, Arizona, and down around through Texas and Oklahoma, and then it makes the turn and comes up through the Carolinas and that. And there's a big plot in the middle of the United States that doesn't get no earthquakes. I can't remember what he calls it, but it follows that down around and back up and around.
Yeah, before they did any of this gas, they brought this big piece of equipment in. And I don't know, I'm probably 150 feet from the road. Between 150 to 200 feet from the road. It's the main road that goes out this ridge. But anyway, when they brought this thing in, it had wheels and stuff on it. But boy, when it had these shakers on it, you could, I don't know how it worked. It hits against the ground and different things. But when they came down through this road before they was even drilled or dug any dirt, boy, it just shakes the ground like you're in an earthquake. Pictures was falling off the walls.
Yeah. I know my buddy, my 40-year-old friend out of 40 years. We've been friends for over 40 years. He has land up in Upper Pennsylvania, and he actually gets royalties. And he's a quarter of a mile away from the drill site, but because he's within a mile of it, everybody within a mile of that drill site gets royalties from it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it is here.
Yeah, I don't know how much he gets, but he got a big lump sum right up front.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people don't realize there's two different ones. There's the lease of the ground. That's a whole different ball game between lease and royalties. A lot of people think they're the same thing, but they're not.
No, they lease the ground that the drill site's on, and they pay them people tremendous amounts of money.
Yeah, because
go ahead.
But when they done it around here, everybody thought it was the same thing, and I was like, no, it's two different things. First they got to come in, they tell you how much they're going to pay an acre, and then after they buy the lease. And then if they hit gas, you get royalties out of that every month.
Right. And that's what he's getting royalties from, because he has land within that mile circle, and he can't use. Go ahead.
They can go up to 2 miles from a well.
Well, I know he said in Pennsylvania that well only goes a mile.
Yeah, I think here they did them almost 2 miles.
Well,
it might be a mile.
Well, maybe that where you're at, maybe because the land's a little bit flatter.
Well, I was thinking because they got 2 this way, and then you come over on this way, they got 5 down this other side, and then behind me they got 3 more, and then when you go over on that side there's 2 wells, and then there's a big well. They've drilled it 20 some times in that one circle. Yeah.
Well, his land he can't even use for nothing because it's the side of a hill. He bought 8 acres on the side of a hill.
Yeah, but you still get royalties from it.
Well, yeah.
Heck, we're never gonna do anything with it. If they're gonna give you something, you might as well take it.
exactly right. Yeah.
You know, we don't got the equipment to drill it, so that's the
Or the
way I
knowledge.
look at it. Long as they ain't gonna tear up your ground too bad.
Right, right. Well, that's just it. Where they lease the land at, they do. They tear it up pretty good.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I know they do, and that's like, uh, the pipeline runs right beside my house, and when it blew out of the ground, it freaking moved my house pretty good. It ruined the whole freaking roof. We had to put a new roof on it. We had to build a new chimney. It cracked the foundation where the blocks come up 10 or 11 blocks. It put some cracks in that, cracked the floor.
Yeah,
But you know, they after it tore it all up, I went and got a lawyer, and the company went and sold. They sold the company to another company. Well, the lawyer went after them, said, "Well, you're responsible for it because it was your well." Well, they ended up selling it to another company, and it was just like no losing battle. I mean, they just kept passing it back and forth, so we had to fix it ourselves.
Yeah, and probably the same guy owns all them companies.
But yeah, we just got the raw end of the deal, and I told Ed, and I said, if I knew all that, I said we wouldn't have signed with them, but we've already signed with them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Every night. Come on.
But no, it's just like the ground that we got out the road we leased. You know, that guy farmed that for 150 years. He's already passed away and gone, but his son has it. But you know, the work that they done there, boy, they've changed everything there just to put that water in there. And they've only used, it's been there about 6 or 7 years. They only used water out of it one time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is that the one you showed on your video?
Yeah, they've only used water out of that one time. And then there's another company, it's called, I'm trying to think of the name of it. But the other company out the road, they wanted to use the water for their well, or that they was drilling. They said no, that's ours, and you know they could have made a bunch of money back, and they wouldn't let anybody use it either.
Well, yeah, in case they need it. That's why.
But you
The
know,
other company would have came in and drained it, and they would have been out of luck.
but you know they took these big water trucks and they hauled all the water from the creek to start it out, and they hauled for a week straight, and trucks ran all night and all day hauling water, and they were sucking it out of the streams and stuff and filling that up. But the thing is, like I was telling the guy that owns the property, I said they sucked all the fish up out of the creek, and they're in that water thing. I said, you think the DNR would tell them, when you guys break that freaking dam, all those fish have to be sucked up and put back in the creek?
Well, yeah, yeah. Can you fish in that pond?
No. They, they didn't want me putting that fence up around there to keep the cows out. Well, they put their own fence up, and they wouldn't let me put my cows in there. And the landowner got real mad and said, well, you guys ain't mowing or taking care of it. Larry's going to get his lease back, and he's going to put his cows over there. And they said, well, we'll talk to our boss, see if that was okay. And he goes, well, I don't care if it is okay. He said he had a lease before you guys did. So he let me put the fence up there just to so the cows would eat the grass down. And then they came back in and looked at it and said, oh, it looks fine. And then they came and put like high voltage electric signs up all the way around my fence. I guess in case somebody else would come in there and they'd get shocked so they wouldn't get sued. I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, they'd have to do something so nobody fell in the pond.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they already had a fence up, and the cows can't jump over 8-foot fence with I don't know 6 or 8 ball wire on top.
Yeah, okay.
But I only use one strand electric wire, and it's usually about 6,500. That's what I'd like keeping it up to, hot as I can get it. And one wire, if it's hot enough, no cows or nothing will get around it.
Well, yeah.
It'll keep any animal in.
Yeah.
You don't need a bunch of wires.
Did have you ever thought about getting a couple buffalo and put on your farm?
No, buffalo. If you've ever watched the videos about buffaloes, they'll run through any fence.
Well, we have a buffalo farm right down from us.
Yeah, they're hard to keep in the fence.
Oh.
You'll end up if one of them gets loose, you end up having to hunt him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they probably have about 20 of them, and they have little ones every year.
There's a guy in Middleburg, West Virginia. He's got about 20 of them. But he told me, he said he has to leave them in a building for almost a year, or like a big pen for a year, so they get tamer. And just let them wander out on their own end.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know they're pretty strong animals, and they're pretty stubborn.
Oh, they're definitely stubborn.
Yeah.
And then if you would start chasing them, they'd run right through any fence. They're just so strong.
Yeah, I can't believe them knucklehead tourists out there in Yellowstone get out of their vehicles and then walk up to them and try to film them and pet them and stuff. Jeez, how dumb are you?
Them things. It's just like some of these bulls. Heck, they can go up the side of that car and just roll a vehicle right over like nobody's business.
Oh yes, especially these light vehicles they have nowadays.
But that's like I got a little Ford 800 series. It weighs about maybe 4,000 pounds. But I had a bale of hay on the back, 1,200-pound hay bale, and I had a bull. He weighed about 2,200 pounds, and he could get under that tractor, pick that whole bale of hay up, plus the tractor with the wheels weighted down. He could pick it up from the back end.
Wow.
But no, their power is just unbelievable.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, their power is just unbelievable. So what is your week going to be like? Is it going to rain or snow or what?
Well, we got a winter storm warning in for today until 10 o'clock tonight, and then it's supposed to be halfway decent tomorrow and then rain again. It's supposed to get down to 29 tonight, but then it's supposed to go up into the 45 tomorrow and then into the high 30s overnight. So it's not too bad. See, it's seasonal weather out here.
Is there very many people out there heat with wood?
Oh, just about everybody does.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's very many people heat with wood.
Yeah, just about everybody out here where I'm at heats with wood. Anybody that has bricks and sticks has a bricks and sticks house.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what they heated with. I know it looked like propane went down this week.
Our propane's been $2.99 ever since last winter. Where
Uh,
I get it at.
but it's like the 20-pound tanks. Heck, you can get those filled up for about $18 or $20 here.
Wow, that's expensive.
Cause I can hook one of. That's what I use to heat my tiny house. And but anyway, I'll take one of them and screw it onto the tiny house, and I got a wall heater in there, and it'll last about 5 days. 5 days burning night and day. You can't beat that. $20 for a week, you might as well say.
Well, no, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I just went and got. Let me see. What did I get? 24 gallons for $60. I think it was.
That must be a 100-pound tank.
No, I have three little. I have like the ones that you put on camper trailers. I have three of them.
Yeah.
I have 200-pound tanks that I gotta get in and get filled again. They're like $75 to fill them.
Yeah, the bigger tanks. And the thing is, you gotta stand them up to haul 'em.
No, I lay mine down. I have a hitching hole I have on the back of my Suburban, and I lay it down there and I strap it down. When I get there, I take it off and they fill it up, and I lay it back down and drive her home.
Here they won't let you do that here. They say it messes the gate or the little thing inside the tank up, and plus they don't like them closed in a vehicle. You got to have an open vehicle.
Out here, you can't have no more than 90 pounds. So, they say 90 pounds. So that's equals to about 21 gallons of propane inside a vehicle. So the 100-pounder, they won't fill. Legally, I can't fill a 100-pounder up and put it inside my vehicle. But I can put it on the hitching hole on the back of my vehicle and lay it down.
Yeah, that's what I normally have to do is throw it in. I got a little trailer. It's a 6 foot by 6x5, I think it is, or 6x4, and that's what I haul my tanks in.
I have a little trailer that I paid $100 for, but I gotta go in and try to get the title for it. The guy sold the title with another trailer.
Yeah, that's pretty simple to get straightened out. You just gotta go to the weigh scales and get it reweighed.
Well, no, I gotta go into the DMV and have them search down and find out where this other title is. The title to it is.
Oh, I was gonna say you can just get a new one made up.
No, you got to find out where the old one went to. They got to do all kinds of research on it, the lady told me. I just got to get down to do it.
If you can find the serial numbers, it wouldn't be so hard.
Well, they cut the tongue off it and put a new tongue on it, and they never remarked the serial numbers.
Yeah, that's that when they do that here, you got to practically redo the whole thing. You got to go get it reweighed here. You gotta have it reweighed, redrawed up, and then you're fine.
Right.
It makes it pretty simple here, But everybody builds trailers here, It's pretty simple. You just go find you a couple axles and some flat steel or tubing, and just weld you a big square and they'll give you everything you need, I bought a brand new 18-foot car trailer. It's a 10,000-pound one. And when I went and bought it, they gave me a title for it. And then I went to the DMV. Woman looks at me and said, "Why do you got the title?" I said, "Because I just bought it." And she goes, "Well, in the state of Ohio, you don't need a title." She sent it right to the shredder.
Why don't you need a title for your trailer?
You for trailers here in the state of Ohio, you don't like if it's a pull trailer, they just go by the registration is the title.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, every state's different.
Yeah. And well, I was kind of upset about that when I bought that new trailer and she done that. I said, well, what if I go to West Virginia with that trailer? And then I gotta go file no paperwork for the title again.
Well, if you take it over there to register, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If I would move and go to West Virginia, I have to use the registration here, but when I took that title over, they shredded the title and they was like, well, you don't need that here. So if you'd ever have to.
But if you would go to West Virginia to retitle it, they would just take the information off your registration and then give you a West Virginia title for it.
Yeah, I was wondering how they done that because I was like, well, I had a title. You wouldn't have, I'd still have a title if you didn't shred it up.
Yeah.
It's just like a few years ago, I went and got some money from a bank, and then I gave them a clean title because I was getting a loan to get a new tractor. And then, well, when I asked the bank, I paid off, and I was like, well, am I going to get my title back? And she goes, no. She said, you can go to the courthouse. We released it. You got to pay for it. It's $15. I was like, well, that ain't very nice.
Yeah, they're not going to pay for it.
Yeah, but heck, I gave them a title. They should have gave me my other one back.
Yeah, they should have. They should have.
They just cost me another $15-20.
Well, it's all a game. It's all a game they play.
But yeah, that kind of makes me mad when they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Blue Moon, did you guys get everybody that was on the paper?
Yep.
Edna said, yeah. So what'd you think of the video, Irvin? Wasn't that funny?
I wanted to bring that up. I saw that on. I went onto your site and watched it, and then later on, I was on YouTube watching the shorts. They have a thing on with just shorts on it, and yours came up, and then I scrolled down a couple more, and then another person came up that had the same song, but they were dancing to it. But I like yours better. I like that.
No, I said because Miss and Edna was like, well, do something funny. Maybe it'll bring different people to the show. I was like, well, we can try it. I said, but yeah, they're saying they got everybody.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Well, I got to drop down in the chat and say something so I qualify.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Irvin.
Edna said, well, you better get. But no, I told Tom I'm glad to see you came back tonight.
Yeah, time running a little slow, huh? Time's running slow.
Yeah. No, he was thinking about getting up here, and he didn't think his phone could handle it. And I told him not to worry about it.
Their guitar was upside down.
Yeah, why my guitar was upside down is because at the time I ordered a guitar, and I had to take all the strings off and turn them upside the other way. But now I got a left-handed guitar, so now it's set up the right way. Edna, hand me that guitar.
I'm a walking with my baby.
But anyway, this one here's set up left-handed, so it's not upside down. But yeah, the other one I set it up myself is I took a right-handed guitar and turned it into a left-handed guitar. And then I got tired of not having a plate on the bottom, and I said, "Well, I'll just order one that's left-handed."
Yeah,
But
there
it's
you go.
still,
Yeah, it looks like a nice guitar.
yeah, it seems like after I got it tuned up, and it seems like it holds tune really good. This little tuner here, it's a pretty nice tuner. You can take in the way it works. You can tune acoustic guitar, or you can electric guitar, violin. I mean, you can tune about everything with this tuner. It's a pretty good tuner after I started looking it up.
Well, you're supposed to do that by ear.
There's no way that I can do it by ear.
Sure, you go until the dogs quit howling.
Yeah. But yeah, I like beating on it once in a while. But no, I want to do some other videos with the guitar on some of the different old buildings and stuff. It's out through the county. I said that would be pretty neat.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I like to go to like the Pirates Park. They got a bunch of mountains and waterfalls. I said to do some videos there. Maybe some of these old church houses.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah, because we do got some nice scenery around here.
Yeah.
But
Don't stumble onto no moonshiners though.
you know, have you ever seen that movie Wrong Turn?
I'm not sure.
But anyway, my brother moved down. It's in the lower part of West Virginia. My brother moved down there where they shot that movie. But anyway, I went down there and I picked up a dozer and hauled it back with the gooseneck. But anyway, he just bought this ground a few years ago, and I went down there and picked up a dozer. And but anyway, he's like, "Why don't you take a little walk with us and we'll show you the property?" But anyway, I went up into the hills of West Virginia, and his house that's like between two hills, and all the way going up through there was like big freaking, I don't know, I thought it was neat, like where people used to moonshine underground.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was neat. And then like the cellar for it had like a canning cellar, and you could look back. I don't know how they ever cut it, but it's a solid sandstone, and they took a saw and they just cut the whole section out, a big cube, and pulled it out of there. That's what it
Wow.
looked like. I was like, man, that'd make a nice cellar.
Yeah, nice root cellar. Yeah.
He redid it. He took all the old wood out and reframed it up and put a door and made it back to original, because he has one of those band saws, and he cut all hardwood to put in it. And but no, it looks pretty neat.
Yeah, you mean one of them sawmills?
Yeah, he got one of them and he saws his own wood. But I got a couple hillsides here. I like to dig into it and put a root cellar in it.
Yeah.
I see a bunch of them anymore when you're driving up and down these back roads. They'll dig into a hill And after they dig all the dirt out, they'll lay block, and then they'll put their French drains going around it. And then they'll just cover the whole thing back up, and the only thing you can see is the front doors.
Right, right.
And it would keep the food really cool.
Yeah, and preserve. Yeah, keep it really cool, especially if you jar a lot of stuff, can a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever had
Uh-huh.
canned deer meat?
Yeah. We can all the time.
Okay, yeah. My brother and his wife used to can it all the time. Boy, that was some of the best deer meat you wanted to eat.
Yeah, we can all the time.
Yeah.
That's like 1 year we canned nothing but everything. Well, but when the thing kicked off, we kept finding chicken on sale, and chicken and beef and deer and different things, and we pressure cooked it.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
Pressure cooking is the way to do it.
yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
it's
it doesn't take us long to do it that way.
no, it's like a hour and a half.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the simplest way to can.
Yes, yeah.
But I guess I'll catch you guys tomorrow night.
Okay, Larry. Thank you for letting me come up again, and glad to talk to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Edna said, thank you, Irvin.
Yes, Edna. Anytime for you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down and chat quick so I can get my message in.
Okay.
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow night then.
Okay. Sounds good.
Leg up down there, leg.
I am. Yeah, I'll let him get down there and chat. Well, he got chat in. See,